Hello everyone, and welcome to another forecast for midway through January 2015. I'm Danielle Mercurio, your clearly favorite city astrologist, and let's get into this. I had mentioned in my last video that I want to start doing 2 videos a month, and that's because I really want you to absorb what is happening with these planetary trends and really use them to your benefit and maximize their energy to work for you. So the more it's broken down, the more you can fully be in it and carry forth what you're looking to cultivate in your world and having the cosmos help you along the way. All right, so we are going to move right into January 20th, 2015, when the sun will enter the sign of Aquarius. Now, whether you're in Aquarius or not, you are going to be feeling this Aquarian energy. Aquarius is a super important sign to us right now, and that is because a couple years ago we entered what is known as the Aquarian age. You may have heard that song, right? Reaching the age of Aquarius. I will not sing it to you. However, that whole idea of getting closer and closer to this new age, it's upon us. We're in it now. And the Aquarian age is all about not needing to look outside of ourselves for the answer, but being able to actually go from within and to realize we actually already have all the tools we need and the resources to find the answer from our own heart, our own soul, and the wisdom that we have been given from the divine source of the universe. And so now that we are in this sign of Aquarian in Sun, you can kind of embody the energy of the Aquarian spirit. Aquarians are the water bearer. They are the ones that will give and give and give. They are relentless. They are here to serve. They are here to help others. You may know teachers or nurses or just people that always seem to know how to lend a hand and really great volunteers helping others. Those are your Aquarians. But because they are so giving, because they are always putting everybody else first, they sometimes can get washed out themselves. They don't always know how to ask for help. And because of that, sometimes what happens is they may withdraw or retreat or isolate themselves or get really emotional and in their heads. And so you want to watch out for overgiving and giving yourself what you need to. It's a balance. You can only give if you are in a place to receive what you need for yourself. Okay, so just remember that theme throughout this time. And also on January 20th, we hit the new moon in Aquarius. Now, new moon, what's that all about? It is all about freshness, new starts. It's a new chapter that we get every single month within moon phases. So every time we enter a new moon cycle, we benefit from it as well. So it's a time for us to reflect and see what it is we want to cultivate, and we want to use the power of the sign that it's in to understand how to best utilize this energy. So with the new moon falling in Aquarius, this is a time where I want you to go big. It is about transformation. It is about seeking what it is from within your subconscious, from deep stored like in your soul that you haven't tapped into in a long time, or you've kind of reached the surface and you're ready to go deeper. This is your time. So for the new moon, it starts on January 20th at 8:14 Eastern Time. So you want to do your new moon ritual within the first 24 hours of this new moon. Now, if for something happens, time doesn't allow for it, within the span of 48 hours works as well, or if you don't see this till next week, do it then too. You're still getting some of the energies. It's not all lost. It's just the closer you are to the new moon's energy, the more power you're going to get from it. And the more you're going to feel the intuitive vibes kind of flow with these exercises. Okay, so new moon, it's happening on the 20th. This is what I want you to do. Find a nice, quiet, meditative space, light some candles, get your crystals if you have them. Let them be charged by this new moon energy and what you're radiating. Because the crystals are so great in the sense that they'll remember what it is that you are intending to do, and they'll store that energy in for you. And it's a great tool and resource to magnify your goals. And so once you kind of set the space for your new moon ritual, I want you to get out that journal, and you are going to go to town. Sometimes I have you guys just write like a couple things. No, this I want you to free write. I want you to talk about the subconscious things in your mind, the things that you have just been holding back on, the things that you ideally know that you can cultivate, that you are ready to tap into, that you are no longer willing to self-sabotage, that you are no longer willing to convince yourself that you're not good enough. This is the time to move past all of that and really step into who it is that you are now. It's not about getting ready, it's about being ready, being in it, being in alignment with your truth, and really cultivating all these seeds that have been planted in your soul that you haven't seemed to be able to look at closely enough or give the nurture to them that they need and allow them to expand, allow them to grow. Instead, you've kind of just been suffocating some of these little beautiful ideas that you've been having. Give them time to breathe. Give them time to really flow out. And so with your journal, I really want you to write, during this new moon in Aquarian, I will transform, or I am transforming. And then just write. Write to your heart's desire and just really feel what it is that you want to cultivate. Feel your manifestations. Be in it. Write it as if it is already happening. So not, I will make more money. I make more money. And I make more money so that I can support myself to be the light to others, to be less stressed out so I can be happy and be my best self, so that I may serve my family, my lover, my friends, the people I work with. It all goes hand in hand. So really just act as if it's already your life now. You know it to be true, and you are claiming and declaring your freedom. So go to town with all of that. Get really, deep, like I said, and just kind of write out these like prophecies of your life now. It's like no more messing around, okay? I can't stress this enough. Like, we've been coasting a little too long. We've made some strides. We've definitely elevated, and this is like a whole new elevation. Like I said, this moon is supercharged, and I really, really, really want you to take the fullest advantage of it. We also have right now Saturn in Sagittarius, and with Saturn in this sign, Saturn's usually like the leader. It's like in control. It's the one kind of taking care of everything. But now that it's in Sagittarius, which is more of the independent, like go with the flow type, it's changing a little bit. It's kind of making it like, oh, the way we saw the rules before, maybe it wasn't working that way. Maybe we need to see things in a new light. Maybe we need to try things in a different way. And so we have this beautiful combination of that happening where discipline, it's not the way it used to be. It's not about being hard on yourself. It's about finding a way that works for you so you can benefit and move forward and keep going, as opposed to being paralyzed by the things that you think you should be doing or the judgments or the opinions. We're over that. We're past it. And we also have Neptune, which is like our dreamy planet, our planet of illusions, in Pisces. In Pisces, they love to swim on the planet of Neptune. They can dream like nobody's else. Like, no. So really what's happening is we have this beautiful transformation that's happening with this combination of signs that's really infusing spirituality into our world, into our daily life. You're going to be feeling more mindful. You're going to be feeling more like, okay, I can go to meditation and look to within to find the answers, as opposed to asking this person, that person, and trying to get really strict, trying to get super structured. Moving past all of that. And that's really going to help you with this journaling exercise that you do for the new moon. And then what else is going to happen, and everyone freaks out about this, we have Mercury Retrograde. And then Mercury Retrograde is happening, look, I'm smiling because I love it. It's happening January 21st until February 11th, 2015. Now Mercury Retrograde, that's when the planet of Mercury appears to start moving backwards and going in reverse motion along with the Earth's current. And Mercury is the planet of communication, technology, delivering things. And so when it's going in a different motion, what can happen is things can start to not work the way in which you're used to. Miscommunication can happen, technology mishaps, everything can kind of just get out of sync in the way that you know it to be. So Mercury Retrograde is a great time to really get organized, really plan, ahead of everything you need to do. I'm not saying that you have to get super structured like I was saying before. This is going to be one of our lighter Mercury retrogrades. Mercury and Aquarius get along really well, and so this works in our benefit. So this is just a time to just be on top of things. Don't overbook yourself. Do not. I have to learn from this as well. So if you don't see me as much, it's just because I'm honoring and respecting this Mercury retrograde. And so taking more time for yourself. And again, it's because things are shifting in a new way, because Aquarian makes you look from within, Mercury retrograde is going to make you do that as well. I want you to use the words. So reverse, reassess, realign. So really going within, seeing what it is that you need to re-look at from within yourself, and where you kind of want to change things, where you want to redirect your energy, where you want to reposition yourself when we come out of this time. And also, Mercury retrograde can be a time where everyone gets really negative, right? Because they're like, oh, like Mercury retrograde, my car broke down, or, you know, Mercury retrograde, like me and my boyfriend got in a fight, like, F that. Get over that. Like, that's just your ego. Your ego freaking loves Mercury retrograde because it allows you to be in this space where you're like, nothing's going my way. Like, when will we get out of this? And all this stupid stuff. So, like, don't let the ego get in the way of Mercury retrograde. I want you to take the challenge with me to rise above Mercury retrograde and to see that there are actually things that you can benefit from this. There are opportunities here where you can reflect and renew yourself and really start to get really clear on the things that are working for you, release the things that aren't, maybe some tasks, tools you can delegate out, maybe things that just aren't working for you but you're still doing anyway. It's like, why? Like, why are you still, you know, uploading things a certain way when you know, you don't need to, or nobody's really looking at that, whatever it may be. So use that. And also, and go easy on the people that don't know this, that aren't aware of Mercury retrograde, or don't have the know-how to rise above it. So let's say you're at the grocery store and you're at the checkout line and your mangoes were supposed to be, you know, buy one, get one free, and it's not coming up that way. Don't yell at the cashier. You know, there's just some kind of miscommunication going on here. He or she will probably get the manager. They'll come over, they'll see that the mangoes were clearly on sale, and they'll rectify your order. So just don't, you know, put any bad energy out there. Just smile when these mishaps happen. Go easy on the person that you're interacting with. And also in the case of the mangoes, you don't want to put any negative energy or juju in them. You want it to be a pleasant experience, so when you go home to eat them, they're delicious and you're absorbing all the positive energies of that experience. So just go easy on people. I really invite you to smile, stay positive during this time, and don't let the ego take over this phase of Mercury retrograde. All right? Good. Okay, so again, a lot is happening this second half of the month. We enter the sign of Aquarius in Sun on January 20th. We also hit the new moon on January 20th. The new moon is going to be a time of really just transformation, going forth with what it is that you want to do. I keep stressing this because this is how the cosmos are changing right now. That's how things are trending. You keep going more within so that you can radiate in your outer world what it is that you want, what you believe is in alignment with your path. And it's about time to really go for it. And stop making up the excuses. Stop making up the stories. Stop being the victim. And start being in what it is that you are already, and just acknowledging it as so. Okay? So new moon, go to town, free write, really write up this beautiful, beautiful story of who you are right now, acting as if it is already true, because we both know it is. It's just a matter of you tapping into it and believing it and owning it. And then using the Saturn and Sagittarius new way of looking at the rules with that beautiful Neptune Pisces quality, infusing spirituality and fun into things. And then with Mercury retrograde, using it as a time to go within even deeper. Use it as a time to really just start to review where you are right now. Go easy on overbooking yourself, anything where there may be a miscommunication, anything where you're so overloaded that things could fall through the cracks. This isn't a time for that. We just want to keep things simple, on the surface, no kind of overloading ourselves. And that's really great. We can all use some of that time, right? Like, we've already been so gung-ho about the new year. We can kind of just, you know, breathe a little. Just take time for you and what you need. It's a beautiful thing. And what's really even more magical about all this, we have something super crazy amazing happening February 18th. We have another new moon that day. And it is again in Aquarius. That does not happen, like, very often. I don't know the last time it's happened. So it's been a while. So the fact that we're getting another new moon in Aquarius on February 18th, it really is showing again how powerful this energy is of going within and owning our truth and transformation. Okay, so I'll explain in my next video a little bit more about what to do for this next new moon, but in the meantime, really just stay true to what it is that you want. I want you to realize that what we're doing here is we're creating a whole new sense of consciousness. We are creating a whole new way for our society to exist by you owning up to what it is that you believe, being positive, smiling through it, and having the strength and the courage to live out your truth. It's really beautiful. And spread this with your other friends. Let your partner know about it. Get other people in on what's happening with these planetary trends, what's happening in our universe, so that it can meet us here on Earth and really make things easier for you. You know, the more everyone else is enlightened, the more everyone else knows about what's going on, the more you can benefit and maximize from it as well. So that's your forecast for the rest of January. I'll be back at the beginning of February to fill you in on everything else that you need to know. I love you guys so much. All of your feedback, your comments, they've just been, I'm gonna get emotional now, but it's just been beautiful, and so I'm just in awe of you, your efforts, your willingness to really do this and be a part of it all and let the magic embrace you. So until next time, just keep dreaming, get to your new moon journaling, and let me know how it's going. You can send me an email at danielle@daniellemercurio.com or write a comment below or find me on Facebook under New You City. Bye guys!